baseball au naturel tonight. No roof despite the light rain. Tonight we continue the road trip with the first of three between the San Diego Padres and the Houston Astros. It's interleague baseball on the show.
2021 Houston Astros.
Jose Urquidy will be on the mound for the Stros. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
And now, Jurickson Profar. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
For San Diego, the first baseman, Jurickson Profar.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
First pitch, 7-10.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Ball one as the changeup misses well off the inside.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Fouled away. Fouled off.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
And this is fouled at the plate. Here's another 1-2. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
What an amazing AB right here, and what a message it sends to your entire lineup. This guy knows out on the mound he's going to have to battle today.
Popped up. Correa over to his left. And that's the first out of the inning.
Batting second.
A chance now to give you a look at the Padres' starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, keep an eye on the dynamic abilities of Will Myers. What a season he's having. Coming into this one, he's in the top 5 in the National League in all 3 of the Triple Crown categories. So when you start talking about the elite hitters in the game today, he's right up there near the top of that list.
Next up is Luis Camposano, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, Matty V, this has been a good division so far. And hey, D-Row, even though their lead isn't as big as it once was, they're playing some good baseball, and they'd love to carry this into a strong month of May.
Yeah, they find themselves sitting in first place after April. I'm telling you, that's all you can ask for in this game. I know it's a long season, a lot of games left to be played, but they find themselves in a nice spot.
Hit in the air to shallow center. Souza's after it. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Batting third.
So 2 out, nobody on. And that'll bring in Manny Machado. First pitch on the way. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Popped up. Gurriel is there, and that ends the inning. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. And now the Astros will go to work for the first time. No score. Ryan Weathers, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, one of the keys to this guy is throwing strikes. He's not a big strikeout pitcher, only averages less than 7 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. So he's more of a pitch-to-contact guy, and you'll know if he's on early. He needs to get quick outs early in counts.
So here is Michael Brantley. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Guys, the Swingin' Friars, as they take the field here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Into his motion, here comes the 3-1. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Next up for the Stros, Jose Altuve. He comes in with a 6-game hitting streak to his credit, so he'll look to keep that rolling in this one. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Well, that's an aggressive tactic by the manager right there. You don't see that often. Hit and run this early in the game. That's usually saved for mid to later when you're trying to score some runs. But obviously, they have major respect for this guy on the mound today.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. That'll bring up Yordan Alvarez, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And they're runners at the corners now. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Now the payoff pitch home. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Myers is after it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Batting fourth, the third baseman.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Alex Bregman comes in hitting just a hair below 300 this season. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Strike taken. The throw is there, and he's out trying to take second.
They're showing they're not afraid to be aggressive on the base path so far in this one. But we'll see if this caught stealing slows that down a bit. Managers never like to run into outs, so they might play it a little safer going forward.
And he misses 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. Pham finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On to the second inning now for Minute Maid Park. Houston leads this one 1-0. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, the forecast isn't pretty, but it does sound like we're going to get this one in, even if it takes a while. It's coming down at a decent rate as of right now, and it's likely to intensify as the game moves along. The grounds crew is standing by to put that tarp on the field if the umpires call a delay. We'll have to hope that any such halt in the action is short-lived.
Yeah, Heidi, and the least appreciated people in the ballpark, the grounds crew, will have some newfound fans if they can keep the playing surface playable throughout, given the conditions. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Will Myers is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Pretty good cut there, but it's to 2-1 now.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
All even now, 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Ivan Castillo waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
Now into the box, Ivan Castillo, runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Brantley is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Time for a look at the Stros on D. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them.
Now, meanwhile, the throw to second is there, and he is out trying to steal the base. The 1-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
2-1 the count. Into the windup and the pitch. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Whoa, he was swinging out of his shoes on that changeup. Must have looked real good coming in, but a different story once it got near the plate.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
And obviously, this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard, too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he could take you out of the yard.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base. And stepping in, Tommy Pham. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Bottom of the inning now, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Carlos Correa.
The shortstop, Carlos Correa.
First pitch on the way. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Taken, but called a strike. Pitch is popped up. Profar is over to take a look, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Well, that's back-to-back off-speed pitches, and he wasn't biting on either. Now let's see if he goes back to the hard stuff or gives the softer stuff another shot.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The next 3-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Reined in. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
This is a head scratcher. I mean, that's the shortest throw on the infield, and somehow he lets it sail wide of the mark for an E4. Couple more like that, and doubt starts to creep into the second baseman's mind.
Kyle Tucker is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. High in the air down the right field line. And this will be hauled in shy of the track for out number 1 as the runner will retreat to first.
All right, guys, let's take a look at how the Pods line up on D. And, guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones.
Hit pretty well out to deep left field. And that is just shy of the box seats off the top of the wall. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
With 2 outs, I totally understand sending him there, but with only 1 out, you've got to be pretty positive about getting him home safely. Could have been a whole lot better than what they're working with now.
To the plate now, Steven Souza, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. 1-1 the count. 1-1. Here it is. To 1-2 now. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
He's set. The 3-2. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. 2-out double left stranded. We're back to Friday night baseball on the show after this. Leading off the inning, it'll be Tommy Pham as they'll look to spark the offense and even things up. Now the first pitch.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Now the 2-0. Drilled to the right side, and the Friars are into the hit column.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage, you think you're getting a heater, he throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute. That fires me up right there.
Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back. Eric Hosmer to the plate now. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Closing fast, and he makes the diving catch.
Batting 9, the right fielder,
Into the box now, Jorge Ona. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Looked to me like they anticipated him trying to swipe that bag. I mean, the pitcher shortened his delivery to the plate, but it didn't make a difference in the slightest. He still swiped that bag.
Ready with the 0-1. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game. Well, that stolen base a minute ago just became that much more important.
Yeah, man, if the runner's on first, this hit may or may not bring him home, but he was on second, so he cruises across the plate for the run. It's all about finding ways to manufacture runs, and they did just that there.
Jurickson Profar digs in next as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He popped out in his first trip. One and one to San Diego's leadoff batter.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
The 1-1. Runner at second here with one man out. And that misses 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
3-2 now.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. The 3-2 one more time, and that misses, ball four. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
And as a pitcher, that's always tough. Looked like he got a bad break on some of those calls, but he's got to learn that sometimes the calls don't go your way, and you've just got to move on. That's something that young pitchers can have a hard time with, though.
Couple of runners on base with one down, and that'll bring up Luis Camposano. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat. It's strike one.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Hit out towards second. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Here's Manny Machado now as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
To 2-2 now.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
3-2 now. And it's fouled away. He's set. Here's the 3-2 hit to first. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's now 3-1.
It's a grinder, AB. 3-2 changeup, and he's able to stay back and drive it for a base hit. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat.
So here's Will Myers. as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. You see the great batting average coming in. 18 homers and 38 runs batted in. Ball two as the breaking ball misses inside.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
The count now at 2-1. Checks his swing, but this will be strike two call. This is foul right side. Camposano at second. Machado at first. One gone. Now a ground ball for Altuve, could be two. To second for one. On to first. Not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Now to the plate, Ivan Castillo. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue in this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
1-0 the count. From the stretch. Sent on the ground out to second. He'll go to Correa for the force, and that ends the inning. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Padres 3 and the Astros 1.
We're back now as the Astros ready to bat in the 3rd inning, and as they do, it's a good time to discuss their offense, which has been a real source of pride for this club. And with the highest team batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage in the league, it's probably safe to say they are an absolute force with the bat in their hands. As one coach put it, we're extremely fortunate. Fortunate to have incredible talent and fortunate to have incredible work ethic. Our guys really are always trying to improve their game, and you see that in the numbers they're putting up. Back to you, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Well, there it is. This one is going to be delayed as the crew chief has made the call to suspend action.
You know, Matt, I just get the feeling this isn't going to be a very long delay. And we do have some clearing skies, so I think both of these guys possibly will go back out.
Astros, the catcher, Martin Maldonado.
First offering on its way. Lifted down the line in left. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case. Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Softly hit toward the hole. He's got it. And quickly there are 2 away.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Bases are empty here with 2 away. And striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
Changeup stays outside and is behind 2-0. And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Another multi-hit game for him here tonight. No surprise there as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see, he's right up there, 4th in the AL in that category. Now at the plate, Yordan Alvarez picked up an RBI on a sac fly in his first appearance. From the belt, the pitch. Strike called. Tough to do much with that one.
Hey, a 2-out single isn't all that bad, but it can be when you've got this part of the lineup coming up.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Boy, you could see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
The next 0-2 is taken. That's ball one. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. Fastball, and it's strike three called. Oh, that looked inside, but instead it's the third out of the inning. Astros leave one. They still trail it here 3-1. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the fourth, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr.
I'm interested to see how focused their ABs will be playing with this lead. I think this needs to be a little bit of a smell blood inning. Keep the fire rolling. I know it's early, but keep the pressure going. Swinging the bat's nice.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now a ball lifted in the air to shallow center field. Altuve has a play. One away.
The center fielder, number 28.
Next, it'll be Tommy Pham, singled in his last at-bat. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Two balls and no strikes to the Padres center fielder.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. On deck, there's Eric Hosmer. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Stepping up is Eric Hosmer. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in standing. First pitch of the AB now. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Pham leads off first with one away. Runners on the move for second. Pitch inside. The throw in time as he just gets the tag down.
Well, I'm not sure if he was going on his own or if that came from the dugout, but either way, he didn't give himself much of a chance with the lead he took. A bigger lead, and maybe he's in there safely.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. Nothing doing there for the Friars, and it's still 3-1. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said he's been really happy with how many balls they've hit hard and on a line. Looking at the numbers, they've had 7 total line drives, and even though some of those have resulted in outs, he says it's that kind of consistent contact that leads to W's in the standings.
Thank you, Heidi.
For the Astros,
At the plate now is Alex Bregman. Flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
残念ながら
Now the first pitch.
ミニッツメイド
Grounded weakly down the line toward
うわ
third.
どん詰まり
And
うわ
the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
そう
Well
なんですか
executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right
単
over
な
it.
る宣伝じゃないですか
Here's Carlos Correa now. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Last pitch was a fastball.
まあそれにしてもツイッチが Amazon がやってる会社やとは思わんかったですわ ほんまに Amazon って書いてましたね
In now, Kyle Tucker. And he fouls this one off. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The 0-1 on its way. Little chopper back
お
to
っ
the mound.
と
To second for 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
ということはミニッツメイド
Definitely
は
a
薬
risky
品
and
が
aggressive
入
play
っ
for the
てるの
pitcher there, but he made it work out. They practiced plays like that a
なん
lot
かしら
in
入っ
spring
てんす
training,
か
so it paid off this time.
So the next to bat will be
力が出る
Yuli
薬
Gurriel.
品
1
か
for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Strike taken up in the zone.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's
Yes.
been just about getting ahead of every.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the third out. One left for Houston, and it remains a 3-1 ball game.
コカインとかヘロインとか MD なんとかとか
Christian Javier will
幅
come out and take
広
the
いの
ball
が入
here
ってま
as
す
he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year. Now at the plate, here is Jorge Ona. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth.
Jorge Ona.
Here's the first pitch.
う
And he
わ
throws the fastball by him here.
まあでも4
0-1.
月からは
I'm going to need to see a better game
アスト
plan
ロ
out
ズ
of
も
the hitter right here. That ball
プレ
was
ー
at
し
his
ますからね
eyes.
エンジェルスのピッチャーがよく使ってるやつ言ってたあれですか
0-1, here it comes. Hit back up
Yeah.
the middle. Scooped up. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The first baseman, number 10.
So stepping in is Jurickson Profar. Lifetime in this matchup. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Fouled away. Profar, originally from the island nation of Curacao. It's a second baseman by trade, and he's still
そう
on
いや
the right
シー
side
ズ
of the
ン
infield, but
新
instead
しいイ
is
ベ
at
ン
first
トを
base
や
in
っ
this
てる
one.
みたいですね
And here's a curveball
期間
in the
限
dirt
定
that
イベ
time
ン
for
ト
a ball, 1-1.
エクストラクションが
This pitch is
しゃ
popped
打ち
up.
上げた
Bregman is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Luis.
So next to bat will be Luis Campusano. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
He's going to have to set his sights a little lower right there. That pitch was able to get by him. His swing was just a little under that one.
Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
It's a 2-2 count to the Padres catcher.
エビフライだけじゃなく、かぼちゃの天ぷらも救出するイベントかね。かぼちゃの天ぷら。天ぷら祭りですな。
Here's another 2-2.
結構レベル上げにはええらしいですよ。
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling
まあ
off some
ま
tough
ずでも
pitches.
クリア目
2-2
的じゃな
count,
く
and he just
て、
seems to keep hanging right in there.
とりあえずちょっと離れしてレベルアップに使えるらしいですよ。なかなかでも時間が限られとるから
And another foul ball.
間に合うのがきついらしいですけど。
3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. And he fouls this one off. Another full count pitch home. Fouled away. The 3-2 one more time. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Padres down in order as the lead remains 3-1.
ホライゾンはちょっと肌に合わんかったですな。
Into the box, Steven Souza. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Astros center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Pham is there, and he has it for the first out.
The batter, the catcher.
Digging in next, Martin Maldonado hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
Ball 2 now.
この回は行ってもらいたい。
Outside,
入らん。
3-0 now.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
3-1 the count now.
うわ
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
よっしゃ。持ち上げよった。
And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Astros. Score holds, it's 3-1. New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Manny Machado. Here's the pitch.
Machado.
Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
Fouled off. And it's fouled away. Another 0-2 coming. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Altuve backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
The left fielder on the field.
Here's Will Myers. He reached on a fielder's choice previously.
Yeah, he's still searching for that knock. He's got a hitting streak going right now. He's certainly cognizant of that, guys. He needs a knock right here.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Fastball just inside. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
The 2-1. And he fouls this one off. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Fly ball out toward left center field. Souza is under it. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Now at the plate is Ivan Castillo. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Here's the pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Man, hard to understand why a guy who runs so well would take such a big hack like that one.
Fouled away. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, and it's still 3-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Jose Altuve.
Austin Adams enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground out to short, right to him. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
Next, here is Yordan Alvarez. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Third baseman number
明日の休みはガツンと思ったらアフリカか。アフリカ。今日は広島に遠征行ってますよ。登場会ライブに行ってますわ。
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
今頃真っ最中ちゃいますかね。
One run, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this
松
point.
打者で
2-2 now with 2
ヒロ
away
デ
and the
ンに
bases
体当
empty.
たりだ。あちゃ、それなんかツイッターで見ましたね。止まってましたよ。
And a slider swung on and missed
脱
to the
線
side
し
is
てましたね。
retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. They still trail it here 3-1.
尾道遠征行ってんちゃいますか。
All set for the start of the inning, and stepping up as the shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Fernando Tatis Jr.
First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Fouled off.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
High in the air out to center field. Souza is under it. One away.
Now batting, the seventh.
And now
あ
here
ー
is
メジ
Tommy
ャーも
Pham.
あと
It was a walk in
39
his
日
last
で
trip.
開幕ですわ。
First pitch on its way.
近江連合の会合
for
か。
strike one.
Hey,
近
no
江連
shame
合。
in that. Your
4
eyes
代
light
目
up
の
when that
なんか
heater
言って
comes
ました
above the
ね。
belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
And it's quickly 0-2.
近江連合言うたら合田隆二でしたっけあれ。
Nothing in 2 count
関
and the
西の龍
pitch.
とか言って。
Still no balls and 2 strikes. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
If I'm in the box, you
道
take a
頓
step
堀
out
で
right here.
よ
Take a
う
deep
飲んでま
breath
した
after
よね。
that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Souza is there. 2 gone.
Up next for the Padres, the designated hitter, Eric Hosmer.
So with 2 out and the base is empty, it's Eric Hosmer now. First pitch coming. Here it is.
ああ、ちゃげた。
Maldonado waits on it. And
ま
he's
た
got
も
it
や
for the
氷が溶け
final
て
out
き
of the
た。
frame. Padres down in order as the lead remains 3-1.
ヒット4本しか打ってなかった。なんかもっと打ってるイメージなんですけど。
Last
た
half
っ
of the
たの
7th
4。
here, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Carlos Correa. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And he falls behind now, 2-0. And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping
え
your
らい
hat.
スタミナ多い。ああ、持って
And
帰っ
this
た。
ball is absolutely
Ah,
crushed.
yeah.
Forget about it. And gone. An absolute bomb.
えらい電車が走ってますやん。
A solo shot down the line in right. Home run number 5 on the year. And with it, the Astros have made this a 3-2 ball game now.
That bomb didn't tie things up, but they're only down 1 right now and feeling pretty good they can come back.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel.
Number 10.
And it's fouled away. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, center fielder, Steven Souza.
And now in the box, Steven Souza. First pitch on its way. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row, but this guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
And that's through for a hit.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2, and he's able to find a knockout.
Into the box, Martin Maldonado, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. He's right there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Astros get a run back here on the solo shot. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Padres 3 and the Astros 2. So now to the plate, Jorge Ona. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Here's the first pitch.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
2-0 now. Pitch on the way. On the ground to the left side. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The first baseman, number 10, Jurickson Profar.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Jurickson Profar. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. A ball and a strike to the Padres' first baseman. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Luis Campusano swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Fouled away. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
Part of the order on deck, so keeping this 2-hole hitter off the bags is always important.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Brantley going back. Gone as it's into the Crawford boxes. So a solo shot down the line in left. 4th home run for him on the season, and it's given the Padres a 4-2 lead.
And this is big right here. It's one thing to be winning late in the game, but going up by 2 runs makes a huge difference. Now their bullpen doesn't have to be perfect, just good. Takes a lot of pressure off, especially when you're on the road.
And in steps Manny Machado. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Pretty forceful about it, too, and the inning is over. But the Padres add 1 thanks to the solo home run. Home half of the 8th coming up, and the Friars have doubled up. They lead it 4-2. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and Michael Brantley settles in to hit at the plate.
Michael Brantley.
Drew Pomeranz is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. First delivery to him.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. In prior matchups against Drew Pomeranz, he's batting .381. This one's down to third. Machado is there. On to first, and there are two down.
The batter, number 44.
So two gone now in the Houston eighth, and that'll bring up Yordan Alvarez. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Fouled off. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the eighth inning. And it's fouled away. Misses, ball two.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. Still down by a count of 4-2. Ryan Presley enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Gosuke Kato will come on as a pinch hitter to try and make an impact with one away. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch, and he fouls this one off. Presley is pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters, usually a recipe for a lot of success.
Oh, that's one of the keys. I think if you were to build a perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot of strikes, that minimizes the base on balls, and nobody does it as good as this guy does right now in the game of baseball.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Ready on 1 and 2. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2 and 2 now. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. (3-2) pitch.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done. Stepping in next, Fernando Tatis Jr. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. That one's going to find the sheets. Strike 1.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
そろそろブチブチ言いそうですよね。
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1 and 2 now.
なんかなりそうで怖いですね。
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Brantley is
なん
under
か
it.
音がやばい。
And he makes the catch for the second out.
そろそろやばいでしょこれ。ブチブチ言いそう。
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. Up next, it'll be the outfielder, Tommy Pham. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. They'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
あっちゃ。
Standing in now, Eric Hosmer.
あ
Back up the middle.
ー、ダブル
He's
プレ
got it.
ー。
And the
あ、
two-out
じゃなかっ
threat
た。
won't pay off.
そ
The
のまま
inning is
シグ
over.
ショ。
Padres leave a pair, but they still lead this one 4-2.
あー、なんかブチブチちょっと来てますね。
Ghost
かすかにブチ
will
ブチ
remain
言
in
っ
the
てる。
game at second base after coming on as a pinch hitter in the last
途
half
中
inning.
から激しくなるかもしれないですね。
All set for the bottom of the ninth. And set to go as the third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
さあ、変えますか。
Tim Hill comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Tim Hill.
He's set and the pitch.
Ah,
Ball hit high in the
持ってかれ
air,
た。
deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry into the
Ah,
Crawford
cha.
boxes and gone.
まさか持ってかれるとは。いきなり
So a solo shot down the line and left. As
こ
it's
の打たれへん
Trimble
抑えが
for
打たれる
3
と
game
いう
now.
珍しいですな。しかも苦手な右バッターを苦手な左を打つという。あ、そうか、左が得意なんかな。
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin
右よ
for
り
any
左がどう
closer.
も得意
You
みたい。
can't give up the long ball. Good thing for him, he still has the lead. We'll
い
see
き
now
な
if
り
he
打
can
たれる
rebound
と
and
は。
actually keep it.
これは嫌な感じ。
The batter, number one. Shortstop, Carlos.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
まだでもなってないですね。1点差やからやばいっ
So
すね。
next to swing the bat will be Carlos Correa. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and
結
out of
構
play. He's
アス
working
ト
on
ロ
a
ズも
1
しぶ
for
といんで。
3 thus far. That ball's
Ah,
headed for the gap in
また打っちゃった
left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. He'll
あ、
get
し
it
かも
into
セカンド
second.
行く。これは
A
フット。
tag and he is out at second.
これは強引ですな。
Well, he clearly thought he had a shot at two on the hit, but they did a nice job in the outfield of getting it in quick.
速
to
攻
cut
投
him
げた
down.
から間に合った。これでちょっとは流れが
He swings and hits it foul off to the
マ
right
シ
and
に
out
な
of
る
play.
かも。
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. That's taken for a ball and it's 1-1 now
音
to
源
the
号
Astros
実
right
3も
fielder.
ろち
Hey, this isn't going to be
若
an
頭
easy save. These guys are making him work for this
剣
one.
川剣ぞ
The 1-1.
もろ出し
Those are just two great takes right there.
く
Those are
も
pretty
ろ
good
出し組
pitches,
若
sliders
頭
down
み
the
たいな
way,
もんで
both
す
of them just off the plate. Couldn't get the batter to fish.
2-2.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Still 2-2.
なんとか抑えんと
Hit
Yeah,
back toward the
so-
mound. On to first, and now the Astros are up against it down to their
さ
final
ああと
out
1
now.
人
The first baseman, number 10.
Astros
Ah,
are down to their
Gurriel.
final out now, and digging in to bat next, the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
From an offensive standpoint, this is where you got to push the throttle right here. You've had a couple hits
こ
in
の
the
バッ
inning.
ターの
You
一
got a
発がある
1-0
から
count leverage. Let's see if he
怖
can
い
gap
ですな
something.
あ
Hard
と
up the middle, and that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So the bottom of the ninth is still
全
alive
員
after
目
the
がア
2-out
ロハで
success.
下がもろ出しで
Nice
有名
AB
な
right there. 2-out single in the ninth.
やばい
Put
組です
yourself
な
in a position to be the tying run. Now you have your boy coming up behind you, the winning run at the plate. Start loosening up the water cooler lids. We could have a walk-off happen.
Steven Souza stands in as he looks at ball one here. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, you have to have a lot of confidence and composure to pitch effectively, and right now, I'm just not seeing it. He looks kind of rattled out there to me.
2-1 now to Steven Souza. The 2-1.
うわお。これまた歩かすとやばいっすな。うわギリギリストライク。あれはボールでしたけど。
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Good battle. Count remains full.
さあ、抑えれるか。
Full count still.
粘る男。
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes.
And
he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Looked like he might have got squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
Next to hit is Martin Maldonado. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of
これでもし歩かしたりするようやったら変えますわ。あー、打たれた。やばいやばい。よく見るとアロファもあっちゃ変態ですなそれ。
Yeah, Matty V, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on him because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
1.33。でもこのバッターがどうも左が苦手みたいやから左にしましょうか。
Matt Strom takes over on the mound now as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up a save.
いやー粘りますなアストロズ。あとワンアウトが取れん。
Here's Michael Brantley as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He's got the potential tying run at third, the winning run at second base. Lifted down the line in left. Coming in is Myers, and he tracked it down. And this ball game is over.
Well, that's what you call it.
なんとか逃げ切る。ホームラン。耐えました。
Finish in this evening's ball game. San Diego led this game from the third inning on and
ホー
never
ムランもい
wavered.
きなり打たれたから嫌な感じでしたけどね。
Jose Urquidy was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
まあ、バットが飛んできましたね。いやー、危なかったな。さすがアストロズ。粘りますな。またレベルアップ。これで連勝で、貯金がまた増えましたな。けど1位のドジャースが離れまくって 9.5 ですか。めっちゃ離れてますね。独走状態ですな。アストロズ1位やったんですね。 なるほど。よし、さあ終わりましょうか。どんどん勝たんと離れまくっとるからね。貯金が14ですか。14あっても 9.5 ってすごいですね。めちゃくちゃハマれとるな。さあ、ではではでは。